Oh, all right. Hey, how's it going? Marcus here. I know the intro is amazing, so let's hit it. Hit the intro. Do we hit it? Do we do it? Do we do it? Do we do it? Anyways, I am here with a Bannerlord tier list of the factions because, sorry, I was a little lazy. I never moved it. Microphone's a little off. Tier list of the Bannerlord factions because I don't know. I was bored. A little bored, I guess. Sorry. I haven't talked about Bannerlord in a while, and I kind of wanted to talk about it, I guess, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I forgot which camera I was using. Dumbass. Anyways, let's hop into it. Alright, so I couldn't find a thing for the Nords, and also these ads are giving me so much anxiety right now, bro. Anyways, factions, we're going to start. These are all my personal thoughts, so take it for what you will. If you agree, talk about it in the comments. If you don't agree, talk about it in the comments. Either way, I'm going to start with my number one faction, the one I enjoy, which is Battania, S tier. That's just personal preference. I always play as Battanian. Are they actually S tier? No, they got weaknesses. You know, cavalry is terrible. Battanian calves suck. It's hard to say it, but they're just not good. You know, and it is what it is. But Fian champions, I feel like that just changes it. S tier. Also, I just like him. Cattle dog, I guess. Some people don't like him. He's kind of a tool, but it is what it is. So we will go next on the list here. Aserai. Aserai is a little bit harder. I don't usually do Aserai campaigns, but I guess they have like really good, especially it's been a while since I played Bannerlord now, but since the war sales update and stuff, they have like some good boat people shipmates. So it is. I don't know, ship people. For my personal preference, I'm going to put them in B tier. I don't know. It's very up and down for me. They do have the Vanguard fare, so am I basing it? This is just my personal preference of who I like. Well, they're chill. B tier. Chill B tier. Khuzait. Khuzait. I tend to, sometimes when I'm doing playthroughs, I align with them just because they're out there, but I hate fighting them. I hate how much they do so much to me, so that's going in C tier. They decimate me 90% of the time. Don't know why. My brain can't comprehend how to fight horse archers. I'm not really sure what's going on with it, but those horse archers end me, dude. They demolish me. They they beat my freaking, you see where I'm going with this, you know, they just beat the hell out of me, bro. Anyways, next we have the Western Empire, Gyarios. That's all I really know of the Western Empire. There's some other cool people in there, but it's mostly Gyarios. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I don't really care about the Empire as much for the most part. Honestly, I'm just gonna put them in C tier, just because I don't really think about them that much. Especially the Western Empire, half the time they get either decimated or they're just kind of there and they keep like fighting everyone around them. And it's usually the Aserai who just starts getting smacked by them. But yeah, I don't know. They'll just go there. Wait, is that the Western Empire? That's Western Empire colors. What colors is this? Wait, I had that backwards. I think that one's Western Empire. I don't know, the colors, like that's usually a Western Empire color scheme, but I think the little thingy here, whatever it's called, I think this is supposed to signify the Northern Empire. I don't know, man. I just found this and kind of wanted to do it. I don't do tier lists. Obviously, I have like 800 ads flying around here. Pepto-Bismol, get it. Symptoms fast. Anyways, next, we might as well Northern Empire. We're just going to say, I usually am hanging with them a little bit. Not purposefully, nor do I try, but I'm going to put them in B tier because they're just in a decent spot that I like to be in sometimes when dealing with like a lot of things up north, and they're just kind of there. They're there. It's where I get most of my troops from and stuff, is just Northern Empire areas, at least in the last 2 playthroughs I did. So Lucan usually dies pretty quickly. Other than that, actually, they're going down to the C tier. We're gonna move the Western Empire up to B tier. I think I just prefer the Western Empire a little bit better. And Northern Empire, I mean, they're there. They don't really like interfere much. I think because Lucan just dies. He sucks. Sticking with the final empire, Southern Empire. Now, I will say, Southern Empire, there is chances to obviously take over it fairly quickly, or at least have your brother marry into the higher tier of it. Other than that, I mean, Southern Empire is just like, if they're usually dealing with the Crusades often, or the Northern Empire, but I don't know, they usually beat Garrios for some reason in my playthroughs. I don't know why. And they push back the Aserai a lot. It's tough. How do I feel about them though? I usually, if I join an empire, it's usually a Southern Empire. So I'm just going to put them in the A tier. Just because I like them more than I do the other ones, I guess. I don't know. This tier list is weird already. All right. Sturgia. Sturgeons. Off-brand Nords. So before the Nords joined, Sturgia was kind of like a go-to if I had to go somewhere. After the Nords joined, they're not exactly who they used to be, you know? They just kind of became very middle to low of the road. Like, they just kind of are there, taking up space and stuff. So I would say for Sturgia though, I don't know, man. I just don't mess with them that much anymore. They're just always like there, but kind of like in the way. And I don't really care about the Grand Prince Ragavad, right? I just don't care about him. He's just kind of a human being. All right, Valandia. I don't, obviously as a Battanian player, Valandia is like public enemy number one at all points in time. It's always public enemy number one. It's always Valandia. They're always stirring up some trouble, you know what I'm saying? They're stirring up some pots with the horse lords. So how do I feel about them? Durther ain't bad. He ain't a bad guy. He does some questionable freaking choices in the game, but he ain't a bad guy, I can tell you that. He seems like the chillest guy when you talk to him, so I give him that. So I'm gonna put Valandia in A tier, just because I think they're pretty chill people. There's too many of them. I have no idea who is who. There's too many names, too many clans. There's just too much going on in Valandia, and that's why they have so many armies and horses. Nords. It's Nord time. Nording, and I will say, Nords, well, they have no calves, and I like to have a division of everything, but they do have house girls, house girls, and they do have the Sky Gods chosen. Man, it's a tough one. It's pretty tough. It's a little tough to think. I honestly think for Nords, the way I like, I'm going to put them in A tier on my personal preference. High A tier, we'll say. High A tier. Just on my personal preference on dealing with them. I enjoy hanging out with Nords. Honestly, that was weird. What am I doing? Why is this happening? I started touching things, sorry. I think I'm going to put Nords in S tier, but as like a, it's like a, we'll do A++. I don't use computers often. A equals tier. It's my favorite. So we'll do A+ tier. That'll be the Nords. Yeah, look, that's about right. You know what? Looking at this with the A+ tier in there, honestly, yeah, no, we'll keep it like that. So that is my complete tier list of how I think about Bannerlord Factions and the ones I enjoy, the ones I like to play with. That's essentially how I play down through them. For the most part, I mean, sometimes I'm looking at it, I don't know, man. Look at that. Obviously, okay, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, you know what? It's not too bad. I don't hate it. All right, whatever. If you enjoyed the video, like the video. If you have issues with my ranking of these factions, people, I don't know, cultures, I guess, let me know in the comments down below. Sub to the channel, please. Going for 10K by the end of the year. Man can dream. Anyways, see ya.